Hey, what's going on out there? Looks like silver was smashed. Our previous hour here, right before the open. Just silly little bastards. All the way back into support. Lots of work done, and then slam 1-2. Let's see what else is. JNUG, I'm working a double top on the 60 minutes, so I'm being patient with that, making sure support holds. Dollar's down for the day. Looks like we have a nice bounce on the 60-minute coming across the 813. So it looks bullish for now. Gold. Lots of work done yesterday and then slam. It's a bullish retracement on the 60-minute, but it's trying to find a bottom on the daily, so look out. Look out for previous low breaks. Make sure we hold above the 34 to climb. JNUG working a double top on the 60-minute. Looks like we have a bounce off of support, but caught between the resistance and support now on the bottom of the top of the trend. Need to get it back above into previous lows. See if we can't work a bottom. One-minute chart, previous high break, bullish retraced. Over the 34, back into the 34. Let's break into those previous lows. Looks like 19's resistance on the way up. Gold 1 minute. Higher lows. Having some trouble on silver. I just slammed it down, no reason at all. Previous low breaks, silver. JNUG got slammed down. Same old song and dance today. Let's check out what let's check out medical. Tired of playing miners. CATB, previous high breaks, no problem. Let's get to the daily here. BNTC closing on its highs. Missed that one at the end of the day, I guess. Let's see. Everyone's buying drugs. EPIX, watch for a previous high breakout. Need some volume, obviously. JNUG, hanging on by a thread now. double bottom, flat bottom. Watch out. There she goes. Looks like we're taking another leg on JNUG. Stupid JNUG. Little gap open on IGC. Over the 34, back into the 34. Previous high breaks. Looks like a reverse head and shoulders breakout. Neckline break. Not perfect, but looks like JNUG wants to try again. Got slammed down. Now it's bearish retracing back into resistance. Over the 34, back into the 34. Under, or I should say under the 34, back into. I got a double bottom. It's just a little dance over support right now. I wonder if the Dow and the S&P are primarily made up of bio stocks, pharmaceuticals. That'd be a treat, wouldn't it? Titans of industry. Embarrassing. Oh my God. Yep, silver did get whacked. Still having trouble on the 1 minute. Both are doing very well. Had a great little session yesterday. Slam. Right in the middle of no one. Futures market. Regular market's not even open. 2 hours before the open. More like an hour and a half. Bullish retracing on the 60-minute into 1274, 1273.50. Let's see if we hold at that spot. On gold and silver. Silver's getting slacked. Build, 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 build. Drop it. Same old song and dance over here. Nothing to see. Me, please move along. There's no market manipulation. It's okay. The central bankers know what they're doing. The fix is in, folks. The fix is in. Either that or it's a big, giant head fake. Yep. JNUG's fallen. I don't know. I'm going to keep to the biomedicals over here. They seem to be pumping almost every single day. We turn it on. Previous high breaks there on its highs. I got a previous high break coming at HTBX. These are the bios. This one's in the channel, so I'm not sure about that one so much. This one's breaking out. I'm taking another leg. INFI. No idea. There's a nice little pattern once it breaks. So watch that once on its highs again. The fix is in. You're right about that, Steely. Jana got a little bit of encouragement across the 34 on the 1 minute and then slam. Done. Some odd reason it says it's still up. Here on the 60-minute, we're still working at double top, right on the open. No mystery there. It's trying to bounce off of support now, and I'm coming out of an overbought situation. So if it crosses the 8, it's breaking into the previous highs, into the range. So be careful on JNUG. It is bouncing off of support now. Tiny Tim Geithner, I bet you that arrogant bastard was fun to sail with. He knew everything, didn't he? I guess if you worked for the banks and you had control of all of that, you would be arrogant, but I don't see the point. It's trouble all the way around. Cryptos are having some trouble. Bitcoin's having trouble. I warned on the Bitcoin that I got a left shoulder head, right shoulder now, a larger pattern, head and shoulders pattern. So make sure we hold above support. We need to take out that left high. It was 45.50. Now I got a big old larger price pattern that's forming. And we don't want this to complete. Crypto's having some trouble. JNUG is crossing over the 8 into the 8. So let's find support on the 60-minute. We're going to this country's going to burn because of people like this. Arrogant little pansies. Yeah. You holding support then? You think JNUG's going to hold support? We got to take out that double top. I'm not comfortable until we do that. We can build the rest of the day, as far as I'm concerned. You're at support, which is probably a good buy. And because you're supposed to buy at support and sell at resistance. So it's at support. It is bouncing off of support. Just make sure support holds. That's the best buy. The support doesn't hold, you know you made a mistake and you got to get out. It should be for a quick loss. Don't hold it if it doesn't hold support. 60-minute chart. Because the daily, what was it? The daily is coming across a V bottom, and I'm looking for an opposing point to find trend. So it could be all day to come back retracing. Damn, Steely. You know Tim Geithner since the 80s? Why aren't you managing the Fed then? So you got to school this guy with GAN fan waves. I loved it. I loved it at one time when Tim Geithner, when he was the Treasury, he went to China and said our dollar is strong, and the whole audience just laughed at him. That was so funny. You could see his eyes just glaze over. Yeah, me too. Keynesians, they can't do anything wrong because all they do is print their way out of problems. And they think that everything's going to be cool. And look at us now. JNUG monthly is coming off the bottom. Higher lows throughout. It's got just a little bit of push across the 19 to get some support on the monthly chart. JNUG's on the daily coming out of a double bottom. You can see the A-B bottom. I'm thinking a reverse head and shoulders forming right below the 34. Left head and the right shoulder working. JNUG. Larger price pattern daily chart. Oh, little Timmy went to China and tried to school Chinese on real money. Chinese are got 2 steps ahead of us, waiting for the fiat to collapse because they've gone through this cycle before. They remember their history. You know, Timothy Geithner. Oh, our dollar is strong. They just laugh. It was hilarious. China has been selling gold, selling treasuries, and they told us that they were going to do it. Back in 2003, 2004, 2005, they said they were going to start a program to sell treasuries and buy gold. They told us what they were going to do long, long time ago. And now look at us. We're still printing money and they're still buying gold. I think it's a sales tax, but I think you're talking about the tax to it's a tax that follows it's on the tip of my tongue what kind of tax it is. But yeah, we do have a sales tax, but I think you're talking about the tax that follows the product from start to finish. There's always a new scheme to try to get more money out of the slaves. Always a new scheme. Carbon tax, that went over very well. At least it didn't go very well here. But Canada has a carbon tax. Mexico has a carbon tax. There's many countries that adopting this carbon tax. I think you're talking about a different. Added value tax. That's it right there. Added value tax, I think, is what you're talking about. Yeah, global warming is a scam. They skewed the numbers to convince us all we owe a tax. Absolutely, just horrible what these people are doing to us. No one said that we can't take care of our environment, but they're letting the corporations run rampant, creating all these problems, if there is any, and putting us to foot the bill. I mean, anyone can see what a scam it is. It's just to line their pockets for some new world order. That's all the carbon tax is. The income tax is a fraud for the United States. All it is to line the bankers' pockets. It's not reapportioned. So that under the Constitution, it makes it illegal. Corporate tax is one thing, but corporations have the loopholes, so they stick it on us. They give us the income tax. God, that frog came back. We just all got to wake up. We got to wake up. The carbon tax is a scam. They tried to implement the carbon tax here by doing they had state highway patrol give people tickets, not speeding tickets, but they would tie it into the global what the hell they call it. I got one of these tickets once. Like a wasteful gas because I was speeding. It was called like a wasteful gas tax. Anyways, I found out that this thing is just a carbon tax. Doesn't even go to the state. It goes directly to the bankers' pockets. This is horrible. We just gotta wake up. Yeah, carbon trading. You guys are typing too much. I can't keep up. I'm kidding though. Keep typing. Actually, you know what? I forget. Keep doing this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this here so everyone can see. Oops. So anyways, cryptocurrencies should take care of all of this. We won't even need government to tell us what to do. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, the sun's warming up, so let's pay a tax. The sun in the solar system's heating up the whole solar system. So let's charge a tax and convince everybody that it's their fault. How many volcanoes have gone off in the last month? Right? Costa Rica's having one, Mexico. There's one in New Zealand, I think. Um, just last month alone, did more global warming gases than all of human history. Yeah, let's have a tax on what plants breathe. That you cannot tax yourself into prosperity. Anyways, I wish we just all wake up. I don't I don't mind globalism at all. Obviously, in a internet age, we're all going to be connected somehow. That doesn't mean we can't keep our nationalism, keep our borders. They want to they want to tax to rule us all. It's a joke. Where's OZ? Where are you at, Thomas? OZ, where's that? OZ. Sorry, I don't know. Oh, is it just Oz? Like the wonderful land of Oz? Oh, Australia. I thought you were talking about the Grand Wizard behind the curtain. I want to visit Australia. I really want to visit New Zealand. I got to get out. I got to get out and about. I like this MBVX. It's got hardly any volume this morning, but I got higher lows coming, bullish retracing over the 34, back into the 34. All I need is a little pump. Boom. It's got a few days before it got to do anything. Yeah, there's always someone behind that curtain. JNUG having a day right now. Just gap below resist support. Look at that. Stupid JNUG. Just slammed it. Just wham. It's no wizard, I know. It's Timothy Geithner, the little weasel. Actually, if the United States would get rid of the Fed Reserve, its tentacles would dry up around the world, which is the IMF, all these little operations, the EU, all the NATO, all these coalitions. It's all coming from the Federal Reserve. It's the head of the snake, guys. I swear. NATO, all these things, the UN, all these creations after the Federal Reserve was created. These are all tentacles of our own banking system. That's who's behind the curtain. Little people like Timothy Geithner. Yeah, the World Bank. There you go. Thank you very much, Steely. It's all a tentacle of the Federal Reserve Bank. Central banking just came spewing out of this whole thing. Here we are, trying to make money on miners. Just gotta fill the gap on JNUG. God, it slammed it hard. See what happens with silver. Silver's coming off its lows. See if we can get a little whip right back across the 34. It's got to hold support. We're going to fall over again. I mean, look what they're doing in Catalonia, right? They like 90% of the people voted for independence. The government does not like that. The EU is behind it. Just horrible. We just need to stand up like the Catalonians. It's a paper tiger. All we need to do is take it down. Sorry, but it'd be easy if we all just stood together. Oh, imagine the prosperity we would all have without a central bank. It's mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling, the prosperity we would all have. I know 90% voted for Trump too. And the rest of them were all illegals and fake votes. Dead people, illegals, criminals. More than one vote. There was 11 counties in California that had more votes than registered voters. 11 counties. Guess where most of the votes came for Hillary? Yeah. Yeah, that's key right there. If you don't own it, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. Eventually, it's going to come down. Eventually, there's going to be enough of a fight where they can't print enough to keep it going. Eventually, we're going to have to be ready to take it back. It's just a paper tiger. Burn it down. I'm kidding. Let's not start a revolution in the stockroom, okay? Yes, it is. It turns out, I think it's, it's very suspicious of what's going on in Vegas, what happened in Vegas. Very, very suspicious. There's no way one person could have coordinated it all. Too many eyewitnesses of multiple shooters. I believe the guy was just a patsy. He could have been set up and then killed at the last minute. What happened, the official story, though, we should not believe. Instantly, the politicians came out and said, oh, we got to ban guns. We got to ban silencers. We got to have, Pelosi came out and said, oh, it's a moral obligation to set up a committee to have gun control. I think it's a moral obligation for that Looney Tune to retire. The bearish retracement on JNUG. So we had the breakdown, bearish retracing back into resistance. So watch out. It's going to be consolidating all day, coming back into support. Make sure we support hold on JNUG. Still working that double top on the open. Easy peasy. broke previous highs, and now it's breaking into that range. So the range goes all the way down into 1830. So let's see what we can do right there. Yeah, we just got to keep the moral high ground. Why would they do that? They're trying to take our guns, man. We're their last free country with a bunch of guns. There's like 200 million people with guns. That was a military. It was a military full auto that was being shot out that window. And it turns out there's more than one window now that shots were coming out of. It's all speculation right now, but I bet you we'll find that people are investigating. Independents are investigating. But anyways, they didn't find any full autos in that room. The guy had gloves on. Who wears gloves in a situation like that? It's a setup. It's a cover-up. He was a patsy. Even the picture of the guy, I saw a picture of the guy in the room. Doesn't even look like him. It was a younger guy. The older guy he lived the damn old fart was in a retirement community. He had a bunch of money. He had no motive. He may have went to a couple protests because his girlfriend was anti-Trump. But please, he had plenty of money. He had a couple jets. Life was good. He loved to gamble in his free time. This is nothing adds up. And now there was no full auto found in that room. But the narrative is that we have to ban semi-autos and silencers now. It's just a joke. If you can't see that it's a joke, it was a setup. And we're all being... The FBI says they found Antifa stuff in the room. ISIS claims that it was one of his soldiers. He was radicalized in 2 months. Yeah, you got to find out who's to gain. I understand that there's the security systems that they want to put in. Is OSIS, is that one of the security systems? The scanning, like the airport scanners. I understand they want to put one of these stupid scanners in each casino now. Yeah, you can throw conspiracy in there if you want, the Illuminati stuff. You're right about that. But it's just not sure. I know that they worship all this Satan stuff, but what's real is who's to gain. Follow the money. I understand that they're going to put it in these airport scanners in every casino now. And who's to gain? That guy Chertoff from the Falling Towers. The guy that put in all those scanners at the airport was Chertoff. Yeah, we're the slaves. We're gonna pay. Something evil is running around, and we need to stop it. We need to. Yeah, I know it's their calling card. I know, but for most people, that's a little far-fetched. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I understand what you're talking about. The Satan worshippers. I mean, Lady Gaga came out the other day before she made her her damn spiel about how Republicans need to be held accountable because of we have blood on our hands. Such a joke. Just the other day, she said, "Oh well, Satan's a good guy. He's just misunderstood." Shut the hell up, this lady. And we let our kids listen to this. Seriously. There's a big evil running around, and we need to we need to wake up before it's too late. There you go, security company. I told you. Is Chertoff one of the board members on there? I guarantee Chertoff is in that mess right there. Chertoff is the one that put all those scanners in the airports. The TSA, all this crap. It's a power grab. Hi-ho Silver, thank you very much. OSIS. Let's take some money from these bastards right now. Let's see what's going on with OSIS. Let's find a long-term chart. It's on its highs. I got a double top forming at 100. So watch the 100 break. Let's make some money off of these guys. That's all I can say. Might have a retracement before the break. Watch the head fakes. Who's to gain from the Vegas shooting? The security systems, the security, the politicians in their power grab. Just absolutely insane. It's a shame. It's absolutely a shame that we're not more awake. But in the age of the internet, these things are not going to be getting away with anymore. Absolutely. More and more people are waking up. Once you're awake, yeah, I mean, there's no going back. It was a curse to be awake for years. A curse. Everyone laughs at you. You're a conspiracy theorist. Tinfoil hat. Mm-hmm. It's the same song and dance every time they do this crap. And did you know that there was a drill? There's always a drill before a false flag. There was a drill in Vegas, supposed to be started at 12 midnight that September 30th. People need to wake up. There's an evil running around and we need to stop it. BNTC looks like it was already on its highs here just shortly a minute ago. Look at that previous high break at 350. Yeah, they're a paper tiger, one trick pony. You're right about that. I think Catalonia is the spark. If people can't see what the government will do when you vote for independence, I think that's the start of the EU crashing. Once the EU crashes, I'm understood that 2 weeks later the whole thing will come down. Yes, exactly. Hi-ho Silver, you're absolutely right. Who's to gain? And how much money are these scanners? I mean, geez. I bet you it's just a big scam, like a subsidy. You know, the government's going to pay for it, and they run off with billions of dollars. I think it's more than millions, man. They wouldn't kill all those people for a bunch of scanners that are only worth millions. There's easier ways to make millions. It's got to be a lot more. And you know what? It's not all about money either. It's a power grab. They got all the money in the world. It's all about power now, control. Oh, I'm just sick. It's hard to wake people up. The key is turning off your TV. Stay away from the TV. Start thinking for yourself for a while. Then you'll start to see these little things, the inconsistencies. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you got me on a rail there. I don't know. For most of us that are awake, it's obvious what just happened. It's a power grab. All those poor people innocently died because some power-hungry dude thinks that he wants more control. And it's a club, though. I mean, it's not just Chertoff that's going to make this money. It's like one giant club. I still watch TV like Netflix. Turn off the commercials, turn off the programming. There's a reason why they call it television programming. Back to your back to your regular scheduled program. You know, it's in your face. It's in your face. Oh, let's turn on the programming. You gotta understand how it's in your face, how they're just taking it. They're taking you to town. Let's all stop being slaves. Sick with it. I mean, my Facebook timeline is full of conspiracies right now. And I bet you my family and friends are just like, what a nutcase. It's like it's a no-win situation. You gotta live in darkness. The boob tube, yeah. I remember when I was a little kid growing up, my little brother, he's 5 years younger than me. And I still remember it to this day and wonder how in the hell he was so mesmerized. But when he was a little kid, it took us, it took us like a minute to snap him out of his trance when he would watch TV. Well, I mean, you literally had to go next to his ear and, you know, hey, when he was watching TV. So I knew a long time ago that the TV puts you in this little, but you know, you don't think anything about it. You don't even, you don't know. You know, I was in kindergarten, or third grade, whatever. You don't think of anything of it. But later on, I was studying hypnosis and how the brain works. Come across this little patent, a patent by the Defense Department, a patent from the Defense Department of alpha waves that they use on the television screen. And if you know anything about brainwaves, alpha is right below sleep. They keep you right below sleep and just keep you there. It's amazing. Turn off your TVs. They are brainwashing you. James Bond? Don't chase the ones that run. Hi-ho. That one's already been running. I don't recommend chasing any of one of these. I recommend the ones that are breaking. Don't chase them. Let's find one. A lot of these are running. CTRV, watch for a pullback on that. See if you can't get something at support. Otherwise, watch the previous high breaks. I'm going to turn JNUG off because it's going to retrace all day. We don't need to watch the retracement. Look on the 60-minute chart on this one. Watch for previous high breaks, the intraday highs. Take it out, either that or get into the support line. But this one's barely starting to break on that long trend line break. Don't buy the ones that are running already. This one, I think I mentioned this one in the morning. This one's breaking previous highs right now. Watch for the head fakes. Who's Jason Bond? Who's Jason Bond? I thought you said James Bond. I was like, Secret Services bot? Oh my God. NETE. 60 cents. That was a good support by there, James Bond. There's a big old falling star right there. Watch out for that one. CATB. Here she comes, coming back into support. 60-minute chart. Just not sure if that's going to hold though. Looks like on a daily, it's got to cover the gap all the way to 3 o'clock. So I'm not sure if that's going to hold, man. That one took off. Boom time. Love those over the 34, back into the 34 previous high breaks. Watch for the dollar break on that one. Gene. Nice volume. Look at the volume on the break. Perfect. By GC, watch for a previous support buy here. Look at the inverted hammer forming. Do not neglect the inverted hammers forming over the dailies or over support. Doesn't have to be on a daily. It could be on any frame of. If you miss the break, buy support. CLDX. It's breaking. It's got a nice volume break too. Its average volume is breaking. It's got a volume breakout. It's got a previous high breakout. That's something to watch, right? CTRX has a volume breakout. No, not. No. Oh, it does. It definitely does. I thought maybe my average volume wasn't coming up. CTRX has a previous high break coming. Yeah, everyone's buying drugs, I guess. This one's going to fill the gap. This little push. I like those inverted hammers over support. And the 60-minute chart broke out, came back into support, right? I don't trust the ones that have already been running. I like the higher probability trades. Boom, boom. Watch for the volume breaks. This one's all the way coming back in. I'm not sure if that's going to hold. There's a good support buy on the 60-minute, that's for sure. NETE, net element, I'm not sure about it. There's something that hasn't run yet. Previous highs. Stay above previous highs for support. Looking for volume. Where's Maria and Bill? Richard Bushy. Where's Sluggo? Sluggo's supposed to be golfing in North Carolina. Wish I could get a vacation. Sucks being self-employed in a slave state. Jasper's supposed to be somewhere. Where was Jasper at? That was easy. I don't trust this one yet for support to hold. It is holding now, but I'm not trusting that daily chart. Just, it ran too hard and fast. Once things run too hard and fast, they always come back in. But volume cures all ailments. So anything's possible. You struggle to find stocks, hi-ho? I'll tell you how I found all these real easy. I was just searching for some right now. It's cheap, it's easy. You can buy one of those expensive scanners to scan the market in the mornings if you want. But this, you're welcome to just copy my scans. I'm using a basic scan to find my runners. It's a weekly chart scan, and it's basically the same move I always talk about. Over the 34, back into the 34, watch the previous high breaks. Well, my scan is price above 34 or below the 34. Above the 8 for support. So show price above weekly 8. I have support. Show price below weekly 34. And I can change this to above. I can find the previous high breaks coming on a weekly chart, but more so, I like to find the ones that are popping above the 34. On a weekly chart. Long-term charts are key, very key. So in other words, I can choose, should add a couple more parameters to this, like OBV and volume. But when it comes to miners, I want to find those low volume poppers too. So I left all that off. But basically, it's the move that I always talk about. And this is the move. Over the 34, back into the 34, wait for previous high breaks. Either buy at support or buy the breaks. There's 3 moves. Over the 34, back into the 34, and watch the previous high breaks. There's 3 moves there. Lots of money to be made on that 3-move turn across the 34. That's my move. It's a high probability play. You can do a lot of other things with this. You can find candles. Oh, I should have a weekly candle hammer set up. I should have, if you want to go short, you can set up, 3-bar patterns, 2-bar patterns, double tops, double bottoms. You can do all sorts of stuff. But this is my move. This is my scan. This is how I find them. So I used this, and I transferred it to some other sectors like oil. and medical. So let's just do that real quick. I'm going to download this. Sorry, my computer just blows. It's a brand new computer. It's supposed to be powerful. I need to clean it. I need to start from scratch is what I need to do. Oh, this stupid thing. Come on. Give me a minute. Yes, it does, Steely. You're right about that. That's a bullish piercing pattern. Open down, closing all the way 50% of the previous candle. Above previous highs now. It does have the juice. That's a bullish piercing pattern on that 60-minute chart. We got 20 minutes left to hold. Oh my God. Now it's saying I can't use my Excel without buying a subscription. So anyways, I transfer it to Excel sheet, and then I take the symbols. It won't let me. I'll have to get a copy downloaded for future use. I was using it on I was using the one that came with the computer, and now it won't let me because the trial has ended. Imagine that. So anyways, you can copy all these into your next scan. That's how I do it. That's I've been doing that same way forever, finding the ones that are about to move, not the ones that already moved, the ones that are about to move. So anyway, Stock Fetcher, look it up. It's cheap. It's like $8 a month. You're welcome to take my scan there. I was trying to set up one with relative strength. You can see the language over here, but it's no good. Don't copy this. It's no good. It doesn't work yet. I have to work on it. I'm looking for that same move with the Williams percent oversold, coming out of the oversold situation, ready to be bought. That would be even a bigger, closer move. So I got 20 minutes. I got 18 minutes now on this bullish piercing pattern. Nice little volume coming in at the end. Good eye there, Steely. Oh, I got it to work. Microsoft wants my money. He will never get any more money. Oh, I can't copy anything until I activate it. What a joke. I don't understand why you think this is productive. It won't let me copy the unlicensed product. Shut the hell up, Microsoft. It's a joke. I'll have it working tomorrow. I have a copy, an old copy. They act like their new version is so much better. Anywho, stock fetcher, man. That's how you find them. I'll have it running tomorrow. We'll get some new stocks in the watch list. These are all from that watch list. Seriously, just import them, hang out, wait for the breaks. And I cherry pick them all morning. Watch me cherry picking all morning. Watch the ones on their highs. Watch the ones on their highs. If I was actually paying attention, I'd probably make some good money. SKLN, watch the previous high breaks. That's a good point, Steely. Got to clear the books. They're probably going to go higher with it then. You think? Man, Gene was just perfect setup, right? Came all the way back into support after the break. Easy pickings. Now look at it. Boom, boom. Look at the volume break on it. I heard a technical analysis yesterday say that the gold and silver is going to drop to a new leg down. And I was just like laughing. I mean, it's got so much support on the way down. He's like, it's going to take like silver. He said it was going to go to 17 or 15. I was like, no way. It's got so much support on the way up. Look how it bounced. Look at that bounce. Boom. Look at that hammer on the 60-minute. How much time we got on this? Where's my timer? Oh, right here underneath it. I got 15 minutes left on this hammer. Look at that hammer. 60-minute hammer. Just a blowout phase, right? Those long legs. Gathered its legs and try again. Where's silver at? Silver bounced right off of support into resistance. You see the tap, tap, tapping into that resistance line. And that resistance line's coming from way back. So it did a little tap, tap, tappy, dropped off the map, gathered its legs. Now it's going to go again. So yeah, just a head fake there. Yeah. Boom, boom time on this. The closing on its highs, got a volume break. It's low volume, but look at the kicker. Watch for previous high breaks on the intraday chart. Boom, boom, easy pickings. Look at the volume. Easy pickings, guys, easy pickings. Yeah, there's the white hats out there, and it's good versus evil. If anyone just wants to know, good versus evil, and the white hats are working hard. We got to stand next to the president. He's the only one standing that's protecting us in that White House. Boom, boom time. Watch this thing take off, climbing up the ranks. You can see it just climb, climb, climb. Easy pickings. Watch for the come back into support buy. Once it breaks, try to get in the habit of putting your order in right at support, the previous break. A lot of times it'll come down and get you real quick. Bullish retrace. Watch the stall. Watch it come down. See it? Boom. Pick it up. Pounding the table. Easy pickings. Helps to have a long-term chart break. Let's check the weekly chart. Strong OBV. It's coming off a bottom on the weekly too. Well, it's good to know you're around, Steely. I'm glad to have you in here because you're probably a lot smarter than I am. Here, give me a minute. I got to get my dog out. She's looking at me funny. Hang on. You go outside? Right. Yes, the White Hats are going to win. We have to be smart. We have to keep the moral high ground. Don't let them sucker us into this racial, religious, all these fights. They're even destroying the family structure. We have to be smart. We will win. BSPM, it's gaining some steam here. It had a break. Now with the head fake, pick it up on support. Boom, boom time. It's got 4 times the average volume. Right off the bottom on the weekly. Could be a nice runner for everybody. I seriously, Steely, once I get some time, man, I'm going to start delving into the GAN waves. You got my interest already. I'm stuck on my old school trading that I've always used and it's always worked. So I just kind of, I'm always interested in finding different ways of doing things, but I'm an old man stuck in my old ways. I'm not that old. Waiting for a break here. Gathering its legs, try again. Let's get a shorter term. Let's see what's going on the 5-minute. Let's ride that support on the 5-minute all the way up. All these guys are very interesting. I mean, Dow was super smart, right? Williams, I use this Williams %R. He's super smart, super intuitive. Who else is there? Candlesticks. I love candlesticks. The guys that translated all the candlestick books from Japan. Yeah. Yeah, I find that important, Steely. Anyone that wants to keep these systems to themselves, stochastics, yeah. I used to be a big fan of stochastics. I just like to keep it simple. OBV volume is pretty much where I'm at, and just want to check for relative strength, and that's about it. Yeah, stochastics. That's very popular with the in crowd. Looking for some more volume here on this bad boy. Little head fake. Coming back in, checking its legs, trying again. Check the weekly chart on weed, if I can get anything off of it. Is that a Canadian stock, hi-ho? I can't get anything off of it. I'm using Ameritrade feed, so could be most certainly my feed. Here's one gearing up on a weekly chart. Into resistance, back into support, back and forth, breaking outside the pattern. Watch for previous high breaks on that bad boy. Previous high breaks coming on skin. Looking for volume. Where was the one we were just watching for? I lost her. Oh well. I don't know where it went. It's right there in front of me. I can see it somewhere. Where'd it go? Q, G, Q, M. Me, I'm trading cryptos, man. I got cryptos on my list right now. I want to try to get as much money as I can over there so I can trade and make some money. It's such a, a great feeling to trade a free market. It does what it's told. There's too much manipulation going on this half. Weed 60-minute chart on weed, man. It's a Canadian stock is why I couldn't find it. Ameritrade doesn't let me look at your stocks over there. Anyways, previous high breaks coming on that 60-minute chart. Watch for the head fakes. It's a double top. Working a double top, it's got to take out that top. So watch for that. GQM. Eek. Golden Queen Mining Company. Eek. Eek. Let's check the weekly. Oh, previous breaks. It's in no man's land, man. Looks like it's trying to find trend. Oops. Sorry about that. Was it GQM? You can see the trend line break. It's trying to find support. Once it breaks down like that, I mean, it's going to take a while to recover if you're owning it. What I would do is wait for the bearish retracement back into resistance. Because just like, hi Maria, just like on the bullish side, it does the same thing. Once it breaks down, it comes back into resistance and then allows it to fall over. Just like Steely said earlier, it clears the books, allowing it to fall over. So if you're in it and I was going to want to sell it, I would put an order in right below resistance on the long-term chart. But it's got a lot of work to do to get back up in that area. It's a huge just drop off there, like you said. So I don't know. You did miss it. A whole bunch of conspiracy theories going on, Maria. The white hats are going to win, though. We are convinced the white hats are going to win. Ah. There you go. Listen to Steely Tan. Learn how to use those GAN fans and find the exact low. Yeah, it ran into the long-term trend line. You're right, Steely. My point is, it's just going to take forever for it to recover and to build and build and build. And that was a monthly chart we were just looking at. So if you're if you're an investor, that's one thing. But if you're a trader, NAK needs to poke its head back up there. It does look like a double bottom. It's a bullish piercing pattern. Maria, you're right. Opening down, closing all the way in. It needs to close all the way back up previous candle 50%. Oh, my computer is falling off the map here. Use 50% of the previous candle to hold momentum on that bullish piercing pattern. JNUG, we're looking for a 19 break after coming into support. Look at the legs on it. See the tri-tips? The legs. 1, 2, 3. Call those tri-tips. Thing is, on the top here, we're looking at a tri-tip top too. But thing is, I have momentum because I'm over the 34, back into the 34. That's a bullish top. We need to take it out, though, in a timely fashion. Can you read the? Can you read all the comments, Maria? We were definitely finding out what's real about the Vegas shooting. It's coming down to control. Yeah, Steely. It's going to take years to recover once it breaks down like that. it's coming out that everyone's going to put these security scanners in each casino, and OSIS is the stock. OSIS, watch for $100 break on OSIS. It's coming down to a security systems company. We all think that this was just a control grab. Nothing to do with Antifa, nothing to do with racial tension. Power grab. Anyways, good to see you, Maria. Stay at work. Don't get fired because you want to play games with us. How do we learn that? You follow the money. The politicians coming out against gun control. All of a sudden, there's plans to put these security systems in each casino. It's Hegelian dialect. It's the same problem reaction solution. They create the problem, and they already have the solution right after it. They do the same thing over and over and over again. It's obvious to the people that are woken up. JNUG, back into support. Yeah, reverse engineering. What do you mean, the morning? The morning stock trading? I just need to figure out how to make money off of you guys, that's all. Because I do want to help everybody. I just can't do it. It's seriously, I'm exhausted. It's only been a couple weeks. I want to set up a chat room so we can, I want everyone to join that chat room so we can trade ideas all day, and I don't really have to monitor. I'd love to have a group where I don't have to monitor. Yeah, a small fee to keep my keep the bills paid so I can do it. I mean, I'd love to do it for free. That's why I want everyone to watch me on Steemit so I can make cryptocurrency monies. There's a way to do it for free. We just have to keep building and building and building. Don't worry, Maria, I'm not quitting on you. Even if there was a monthly fee, it would be very small. It would just be, because I don't have any bills. I'm the guy with no bills. My house is paid, my car is paid. I do want a new truck. Not a new truck, a new used truck. But I'd like to take a vacation. I haven't been on vacation forever. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm self-employed. There's just no time to get away. Yes, Steely. Did you join that room yet? It's in the description. If any of you want to join the room, nothing's going on over there yet, but if you want to join it and get ready, because winter's coming and I'm going to have nothing to do. It's going to be bat down the hatches, and I'm going to be sitting trading stocks all day. Cryptos, I love these cryptos. If anybody wants to join the room, send me an email, rustysmetals@gmail.com. It's in the description. I will send you the invite. Otherwise, the invite is in the description. So sign up to HipChat, I think it is. HipChat. It's a nice room. We can share video. We can share screenshots. We can share voice. I think maybe voice. I'm not sure. I think voice. We can. I remember back in the day, the chat room, Yahoo Messenger, right? I would never download Yahoo Messenger onto my computer these days. But back in the day, Yahoo Messenger, we used to be able to press the control button and speak over the messenger. That was fun. 100 people in the room and hip chat, yes. If any of you want to join that room, send me a message. I'll send you an invite. Everybody's welcome. No worries. There's no charge. There might be a charge in the future if it just becomes overwhelming. And there might be a subscription charge if we get some trolls. Hopefully we don't run into any trolls. That's a big reason for a subscription. But so far so good, we have a good group of people. But other than that, where was that one I was pounding the table on? I lost it. I know it's coming into support, a little head fake, but it had a good volume push. It started with B. Started with B. B. B, 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 B. Had low volume. What the hell? Did I erase it? There it is. BSPM. I thought I erased it. My dumbass. There she is. Now she's pumping, all right? Broke out, buying to support. Oh, that came way back. That's why we missed it. That's the head fake. The breakout, head fake. Now the previous breaks again. Stay above previous highs on the long-term chart. That was the one that I was talking about. I lost it. Look at the volume break on it. Watch volume. Anywho's, I gotta go. I gotta get. I love you guys. I want to sit here all day and do this. But yeah, hip chat, we'll be able to actually have conversations instead of typing and me talking, monitoring. It's kind of a authoritative. Jasper, I'm leaving. What? You're just showing up? What's going on? What's going on, Jasper? Jasper's my client. Jasper actually paid me to help him out on his stock trading. What's going on, Jasper? Jasper was the first member in that room. Oh, yeah, of course. Hang on. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm going to say goodbye to the chat here. Good chatting with y'all. I'm glad that we got some new visitors. Hi Ho Silver and Steely as well. Hi Ho Silver and where's the gentleman? Angela Morris. Glad you're in here. Need more women like Maria to keep us on target. Thomas from Australia, good to have you. That was who I was looking for. All right, so I got to say goodbye. I got to help Jasper real quick, and I appreciate every one of you. I'll see you in the morning. See ya.